Good morning, parents. Good morning, grade 3 learners. I hope you're ready for some more maths. So you can get your books, your DBE books, and you can open them, and let's begin. Okay, so page 130. So we are continuing with fractions. So yesterday we've done halves and quarters. Remember, a half, the fraction will always look like this, 1/2, because there are two parts, né? And then a quarter, how many parts does a quarter have? 4. Okay. So we're going to continue with halves, thirds, and sixths today. Again, guys, I have posted a video of fractions. If you forget what fractions are, please go back to yesterday and then you can just rewatch that video. It's a very nice video explaining exactly how fractions work. Okay, so halves, thirds, and sixths. Now we already know a half is 1/2. So now we are going to go to thirds. So thirds, what do you think? How many parts do you think a third has? There will be 3 parts in total. So a third will look like that. 1/3. And then a sixth, it means there are 6 parts. So 1/6. Okay, so let's look at the top of page 130. So divide the cans, they are the cylinders, the red ones, equally between the boxes. So again, remember, with halves, it means there are 2 parts. Therefore, we have 1/2. So total cans, there are 12 in total. How many cans in the purple box? So remember, we have 12 and we're dividing them equally. So half of 12 is 6. So what is the fraction? There are 2 boxes, there are 2 parts, and we are dividing it into half. And half will always look like that. Okay, it will never be any other number at the top, and there will never be another number at the bottom if we talk about a half. Okay, now let's go to the third. This is the thirds. So still we have 12. So how many cans in total? In total we have 12 cans. Now we have to divide it into these boxes. So what is 12 divided by 3? It means there will be 4 in each box. So it's very important that when you do this, you also have to know your timetables and your divisions. Okay. 12 divided by 3 equals to 4. So if we are talking about, remember, the bottom part will always be the amount of parts. And there are 1, 2, 3. Therefore, it will be 3 at the bottom. And each of these boxes will have 1/4 of the total. Okay, 1/4 of the total. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we said each box will have 4. Oh, sorry, that is not 4, that's 3. Each box will have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1/3. This one will be a second third, and this one will be a third third. So each of the boxes will get 1/3 of the cans. Now the sixths. Okay, again, the bottom part will tell us how many parts. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, we write 6 at the bottom. There are 12 cans in total. And how will we divide 12 into 6? So what is 12 divided by 6? It's 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So each box will get 1/6, because this is 1/6, this is another 6, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Okay. So today we are doing a 3rds and we are doing 6ths. So let's look at the bottom. So look at the picture and answer the questions. So again, remember, when we have halves, let's just look there. It means that there are 2 parts. Ne? 2 parts. And remember, a half will always look like that. Okay, so how many circles do you count? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all together. And what is half of the circles? What is half of 8? Half of 8 is 4. Ne? Okay, now the second part, we are going to 3rds. So that means, what will we write at the bottom if we are working with 3rds? It means if there are 1, 2, 3 parts. Okay. How many circles do you count all together? 3, 6, 9. Now, what is 1/3 of the circle? Remember, we did similar work yesterday. So this is 1/3, this is 2/3, this is 3/3. So how many circles are there in 1/3? There are 1, 2, 3. How many circles are there in 2/3? So that means 1, 2/3. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many circles will it be if you have all 3/3 together? There will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you are going to try to do the 6ths. Remember, when we have 6ths, it means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. How many circles are there all together? You're going to fill it in there. And 1/6 will mean how many are there in 1. 2 will mean how many are there in 2. 3, how many are there in 3 rows. 4, how many are there in 4 rows. And then 5, how many are there in 5 rows. So you will answer that. Then page 131. At the top, you will see we have a ruler. Ne? A ruler. So, show 1/2 of the length of the ruler. So, this ruler, the same as yours, if you have yours with you, is 30. There's 30. Because remember, a real ruler has 30 centimeters. So they just made this one smaller, but it also has 30. So what is 1/2 of 30? What is half of 30? Work out what is half of 30. So half of 30 is 15. Second one, show, so this is half. So you can somewhere right there, half. Show 1/3 That means the ruler now has to be divided into 3 pieces, because a third is when there are 3 parts. A half is when there are 2 parts. Okay, so show 1/3 of the length on the ruler. This equals 2. So if we have to divide 30 into 3 pieces, how will we do that? Okay, so this one was a half, the dotted one. So what is 30? And we have to divide 30 into 3. 30 divided by 3. It means 1, 2, 3. Do you see now there are 1, 2, 3 parts? So that means it's, there we have a third. This is 1/3, this is another third, this is the third. Okay. Now the last one, we have to divide it, so that one was thirds, because there were now 3. You can use different colors for this activity. You can use one color for half, another color for the thirds, and then you can use a third color for the sixths, because now we're going to divide the ruler into 6. So what does that mean? We have to now divide it into 6 parts. So how will we divide it into 6 parts? Okay, this is what we have to do over here. So that means it's 30 divided by 6. 30 divided by 6 is 5. So this time, so we're going to start with 5, 10, because we have to have 6 parts, therefore use a different color, 20, 25. Let's see if we have 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5. Oh, and this one was 10. Okay guys, so therefore when you do this, remember, use different colors. Use one color to divide it into half, use another color to divide it into thirds, and use another color for the sixths. Okay, now let's look at this part. We've seen a similar one yesterday. Okay, can you still remember? So we're going to do it again. Okay, so we have one whole piece of paper. One whole. The next part, we have to now cut this paper in half. And half, what does it mean? Let's just write the fractions over here. Half means there are 2 parts. So let's cut it into half. Now we have 1, 2 parts. Now the next one, it says thirds. So this time in total we have to have, so let's just take a different one because we need to cut it into thirds. Remember, very important that it has to be equal sizes, né? Like if I take these 2 and I want to cut them into, now we have 3 here because we have 1, 2 and 3, but are they equal sizes? No. When we do fractions, it means all the parts are the same size. Okay, so thirds is, if we write 1/3, it means there are 3 parts, like that, 3 parts. And 1/6 means there are 6 pieces altogether. Okay. Now let's do the dotted questions. So, there are how many halves in one whole? 1, 2 halves. There are how many thirds in a whole? So all you do is you count the parts. Because if you want to divide one whole into 3, it means there are 3. How many in a sixth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them will make one whole. There are how many sixths in a half? So now we are no longer looking at a whole, now we are looking at the pink. So how many sixes will fit into a half? So this is 1/2, né? This is 1/2. How many sixes will fit into that pink one? They will fit 1, 2, 3. There are how many sixths in a third? So now this is a third, né? This is 1/3. How many sixes will fit into a third? 1, 2 will fit in a third. Okay. Bottom part, write a fraction for the shaded parts. Now remember, let me just draw the lines here for you. So whenever you see there are 3, 1, 2, 3, you already know that the bottom part of the fraction, because remember, the bottom part of the fraction will tell you how many parts are there altogether. 1, 2, 3. How many parts are here? 1, 2. Just look carefully over here, because this is actually a line, and there's a line, and there, and there, and over there. So count how many parts are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Write it at the bottom. This is also one like this, and like this. Okay, so count how many parts and circle. Okay, we're first going to do this, but this one, let me just confirm this one for you. Okay, so this one, guys, as you can see that this one, if you look at this one, it goes like this and like this. Remember, if you see the parts are not equally, it means it's not a valid fraction. Okay, so only write these two, because you can see here that this part and this part and this part and this part and this part, they are not the same size, so it means it's not a fraction. That's why they put this one in for you, so you can see the difference. If the parts are not the same size, it's not a fraction. Okay, so the bottom part, how many are there? The top one, how many of them are colored? So the first one, 1, 2 out of the 3 is colored. Then the last question for page 131, circle the biggest one. Is a half bigger than a third? Remember what we did yesterday. If you have a pizza has 8 slices. This pizza is half. This pizza we're going to divide into 3 pieces. So it means this pizza, you will get all of these slices. If you divide it into a third, it means it's like this. You will only get 1, 2, 3 slices, but here you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means a half is bigger than a third. So you can check B and you can check C. Then the last page for today, page 132. We are continuing. Oh, this time you are doing fifths. So we have already did halves, which was 1 over 2. Now we have done thirds. We've done a quarter. Now we're going to do fifths because we've already done sixths as well. So now we are doing fifths. Okay. Again, we have cans. Okay. This time, how many parts of cans of boxes are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first we're going to answer these questions over here. In 1/5 of the boxes are 6 cans. Okay, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, you've counted with me. So this 30 has been divided into these boxes. So that means each box will get 6 cans. That's what I said there. In 1/5. In 1/5. So you can also divide them into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 6 is this one. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you divide them into 6, this one is 1/5. If these two were together, this one plus this one will make 2/5. So there are 6 cans in 1/5. 6 cans in 1/5. In 2/5, how many are there? So in 2 groups, how many will there be altogether? There will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In 3, that's why divide them into their groups, and then if they say 2/5, it means it's the 2 groups. 3/5 is 3 groups. Okay. And then at the bottom, look at the picture and answer the question. So here we have some very delicious chocolates. So how many chocolates are in the box? How many are in the box? So 1/5, that's the fraction for 1/5 of the chocolates is equal to. So let's first count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So we have 20. So we have, there is, the reason that there is a 5 is because it's 1, we're counting the rows. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's why it's 5th. So if 1/5 of the chocolate, so this is 1/5, it means it's 1 row. 1 row has how many chocolates? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 rows. So this row plus this row. How many chocolates does 2 rows have? 3 rows. So it's this row plus this row plus this row. Altogether, how many? Okay, so then you do 4, then you do 5. Now the last 2, it says, one day I ate 1/5 of the chocolates. It means they ate 1 row. How many chocolates are left? So you ate 1 row, you ate 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many chocolates are left if you ate 4, the 1/5? And the second one day I ate another 5th. So the first day they ate that row. The second day they ate the other row. So how many are there left after the second day? Okay guys, so that is it for today. We will see you again tomorrow.